I spent over 5,000 hours building 220 PMU websites, so this is going to be exactly how to tweak your website homepage to hit 6 figures a year with PMU. So it's going to be 50% fill in the blanks and the other 50% using AI, just to make it super easy for you to actually redesign your homepage to add an extra 10 bookings to your calendar every single month. So with that being said, let's just get straight into the video. So just a quick intro before I get into the actual steps to redesign your homepage. So I do just want to say that first off, if maybe you're not getting many bookings from your website right now, or maybe none at all, I will say that Google, when done right, and your website when done right, is hands down the most powerful and actually easiest way to attract PMU clients consistently. Just because in fact 87% of local beauty bookings start with Google search, so that's nearly 9 out of every 10 clients come from Google. And how is it the easiest? Especially over social media, people are ready to book, so you won't need to do it with that back and forth of you handling all the inquiries to actually get them to the point where they're ready to book. Instead, they're basically just going to schedule that consultation and then turn into a client. For example, about a week ago, I was ordering some pictures for my grandma to send them to her. It made her day, but that's besides the point. I do just want to say here that basically I was searching on Google to just buy basically pictures to be printed. And so when I was searching that keyword, I was ready to buy right now. So all I did was click the first listing, and then all that person or that business had to do was show up first and basically just take my money. So that's just to illustrate to you, how powerful it is to just show up on Google and actually just take that booking. Just because people search on Google, they're ready to book. But the problem is that most PMU artists don't really realize how powerful their website can really be. So what happens as a result is that their homepage is frankly slow, unclear, and unconvincing. So around 62% of people bounce within the first 3 seconds. So that basically means that over half of your potential clients are gone before they even really read your name or logo. So I do just want to add there that it's not really a fault that that's the case. It's just because there isn't much awareness around how powerful your website can really be, and instead people just tell you to post on Instagram or things like that. So it's not really a fault there. But anyway, so where do these potential clients go? Within those 3 seconds that they just leave your page? Well, they book with the PMU artists who have actually nailed their homepage and knew exactly what to put on there and did it all right, so that they could actually get a ton of bookings from Google. So really a good homepage is the difference between a 4 to 5k month PMU artist and a beauty boss doing 6 figures a year, hitting consistent 10k months. So how do these top PMU artists nail their homepage? Well, they follow what I call the 6-figure homepage formula, which I'm going to be showing you in this video. But basically what that does, it focuses on 2 key things to actually get that booking or consultation booked, which is building trust. So in your ability as a PMU artist to provide the result that the client actually wants. So for example, if you mainly focus on natural looking results, then someone who is looking for that kind of more natural result, they need to be absolutely confident that you can actually deliver on that, just because it is a tattoo on their face. And then the second thing is it makes it insanely easy to book a consultation treatment. So too many PMU websites, the book now button is just hidden and you can't really find it easily. So I'm going to be showing you exactly what it should look like for it to be insanely easy to book that consultation. So yeah, in this video I'm going to be showing you exactly how to implement the 6-figure homepage formula into your own website right now, mainly using AI and just fill in the blank. So you're not really going to need to put in any effort at all, just so you can turn your website into a bookings machine and hit 10k months with ease. So yeah, in terms of redesigning your homepage, I've got a couple of steps here. It's really easy. I'll be walking you through it. But the first step is to, while you're watching this video, to open up a Google Doc, and this that I'm about to show you, this Canva. Obviously, this will be linked in the description below, so you can just open a Google Doc and then click this in the description, and then you'll have everything side by side. But basically the reason that we're opening up a Google Doc is just so we can write out the whole homepage first and then actually put it onto the website in a sec. But yeah, in terms of what this is, so it's basically this. So this is a template from the thumbnail as well. So it just shows you the structure and the exact design that you can copy. This is the highest converting structure possible really. And yeah, so all you're really gonna have to do is swap out for your own colors and then obviously put it on your actual website. But yeah, so that's the first step, just so you have that for reference. And then the second step is on the Google Doc to create the what we call the above the fold. And basically what that is, its name comes from newspapers back in the day, where when the newspaper is folded and then all you see is like folded side, so that's basically where the name comes from. But basically what it means is the first section on your website. So you know how I said above where 62% of people bounce within the first 3 seconds. So what that means is that most PMU artists there above the fold is frankly not the best, just because people are leaving within 3 seconds. Obviously there are reasons for that, but I'll be showing you how to create an above the fold that gets people to stay on the page, read a bit about you, and then actually book. So in terms of the headline that I recommend you use, because it performs the best, is something like this. So this is the template here, and then as you can see, it's got square brackets where you just swap in your own information. So I've also got 5 variations, so you don't need to think of like different words to use, so you don't copy someone else's. But this is exactly what I recommend you use, and as you can see, I've given you like 5 variations here, so you can go in and copy and paste the one you like. Obviously change the location and change who you mainly serve. So in terms of what that actually means in terms of who you mainly serve, so that's, let's say you were to open your own portfolio right now, or like your camera roll, who do you have the most before and afters of, and like who do you like prefer serving basically. So what's a kind of like ideal client. So if you find that you have like most before and afters from people with Asian skin or people with mature skin, that's fine, and then just focus on them, like sort of like niche down on them, and that's what's going to get you the actual bookings, because nobody else is really doing this right now apart from the top PMU artists who are actually getting bookings from Google. So this is what's going to get you to hit 6 figures, by getting 10 bookings, adding 10 bookings to your calendar every single month from Google. So this is basically works. That's I guess full stop, it works. So I recommend you do that, and here are some more examples as well. So yeah, whatever you have both most before and afters of, then just use that. And then in terms of the headline, just like the first bit of the headline, just pick the one you like out of these 5 variations. So that's it for the headline. So you can put that into your Google Doc and just leave it there for now. And then next there'll be bullets. So as you can see, so here we've done the headline, and now we're going to have these bullets here. So in terms of the bullets, so in the first one you can do something basically called like stating the vibe of your kind of your style and your like studio. So either you like take the time to understand the look that the client wants, or you take their beauty to the next level. If you do more, if your clients prefer more like makeup looks instead of like natural looks, and maybe you want to go for the second one. And then the second bullet, you build credibility. So whichever one applies to you, like whichever one looks like more impressive in your use case. So let's say you have 20 years beauty experience, obviously use that one. Or if you've got like 10 awards that you've won, then put that there. Or if you've got like 4,000 happy clients, then obviously do that. And then that's in terms of the second bullet there. And then in the third bullet, there's just the benefit. So which is like feel reassured, comfortable at ease, or you can do save time every single morning, whatever you prefer. But those are like 2 options that you can use. And then in terms of the image, so basically what I recommend you do is you put a carousel of like your before and afters, or you just put your best before and after. It can be brows, lips, or liner, but I recommend doing a carousel where you have like all the different treatments, so someone can stay up there and then it just scrolls through them automatically. So kind of like that. And then as a button, so the button you're going to want to do, again, to make it insanely easy for them to book if they're ready to, then you just put schedule an appointment. Those are the exact words you can use, and you're just going to want to lay out a bit like this once you get to actually putting it on your homepage. And once again, when you're actually building on your homepage, you can literally just copy this design, and then you can just change it out for the fonts that you use like for your own brand, and obviously the colors as well. But in terms of the layout, this will work great. Okay, and then the second section is the about section. So this is where we can use ChatGPT. So I made this prompt for you that you can just use. Like I said, I made it as easy as possible. So this is the prompt we can use, and where that's gonna go is here. So basically about me, obviously a picture of yourself, and then hey, and then ChatGPT will write that out for you. And then underneath that, we want some more bullets, and then what we put there, years of experience again, happy clients, and then basically Miami's only PMU specialist for like blonde woman, or wherever your niche and area was from the headline, and you put that there again, and then you put a button that says more about your name, and then they go and click that, and then they get taken to your about me page. So in terms of the prompt, so you can go to this gamma board here, and this you just copy and paste this, and then just change out the X's here to your actual details. But that's like super easy to do. And then ChatGPT will use this template here to give you your own about section that you can just paste into your website. So that's the about section. And then we go on to the third section, which is the treatment section. So here we can use AI again, and you can just copy and paste this to get what it's going to give you is to get a headline like this. So basically, yeah, like that. And then what someone can do here is that they can click on each individual picture based on whether they want brows done, lips done, or liner done. And then they click one of those, or they just click see our treatments, and then they get taken to your individual pages where you talk about those treatments, and maybe show some more before and afters on there. But I'm sure you already have those pages because yeah, they're in most websites. So yeah, that's the third section. And then we have the fourth section, which is the portfolio section. So that's going to look like this, where it has like amount of clients with natural looking results, and then all like flawless results, just depending on the kind of results you actually do offer. And then you just put like a couple of before and afters. Obviously these are all AI just as placeholders, but obviously use real ones, your best ones, that reflect the kind of client that you put before. So basically if you put for like Hispanic woman, then obviously put Hispanic woman there. And then you do a button here that says like check out my portfolio, where they can see it more in depth. That can either be, you can do like embed your Instagram page on your portfolio page, but whatever, just link them to your portfolio page, which I'm sure you already have. And then that's a fourth section. And then for the fifth section, we have reviews. So for reviews, what you're going to want to do, because this is the big mistake I see PMU artists make, is that they either don't have reviews on the homepage, or that they like do have reviews, but they look kind of fake if we're being honest here, just because when you do type up the reviews and then just kind of blocky, and it just has the text and maybe the name and maybe location as well, then it just doesn't look that real to the client. I'm sure they are real, and I'm sure you worked hard for those, but it just doesn't look too real to the client, so they get a bit skeptical. So instead I recommend putting the logo here, obviously a picture from their actual Google review or Yelp or whatever, and then the name, 5 stars, obviously if it is a 5-star, and then put their like review text. You don't even have to put it all, you can keep it short and just keep the best part of it. But yeah, that's the fifth section. And then we have the sixth section, which is a step-by-step section. You can use ChatGPT again. So this is the prompt that you can use. Obviously that's done for you. So basically what Chat will do is create something like this, the headline, and then the 1, 2, 3 steps, and then put the schedule an appointment book button again. So this will just clarify to the person, it's kind of on the lines of still making it really easy for them to book, just so then they know the exact next steps. So then it makes it easier for them to take the action and they actually do it and book with you, and you make money. But yeah, and then underneath that, then you can do a footer. The footer, that's not too important. You can just put your Google map there, like your location on there, your name, opening hours, and an address, but I'm sure you already have that on your website right now, so that's not too important. I just included that for context. But yeah, this is exactly the website that you do need to add an extra 10 bookings each month to your calendar to hit 6 figures a year, with PMU obviously. And yeah, so that's it. I hope you take action of this. This will all be in the description below, so both this and the gamma board will be below, so you can open it up while you are creating this. And then obviously the next step after this is actually to put it on your website. Obviously that's not something I can do for you, so I've done basically all I can to make it super simple for you to improve your homepage to get really good results. But obviously I can't make it for you just remotely, just because then I'd have way too many to make. But I do hope you take action of this. I encourage you to take action of this because I'm sure it will work really well for you. And by the way, if you want, you can check out the free training below, where you can learn how to use your get your own AI assistant that can reply to all your inquiries for you without you even needing to finger, just so you can focus on your actual clients and you don't have to do all the admin stuff. So this is what it looks like, and it'll be linked below as well, and basically replies to all your inquiries for you, like I said before. And that's also mainly copy and paste, so I actually give you the AI and I guide you all through it, similar to what I've done now. So it'll be super easy for you to do. And yeah, it worked great. So I encourage you to change your homepage, and then also watch this if you want afterwards, just for some extra value. But yeah, that's it for the video today. Bye bye.